Got sound? Oh, there we go. Well, that was crazy. I'm sitting here like talking and nobody's saying anything, and I'm wondering why. I'm like, hey Vader, hey Bailey, and I'm asking questions, and I'm not getting anything back, and I had my mic muted. Um, hey Bailey, didn't you? Were you the one I was talking to the other day and said you weren't going to be able to attend many lives because of the time difference? I thought you said that anyway. Was that you? I don't know. Listen, Bailey, you think that's awkward? That's not awkward. It's like there's plenty of things that are awkward. Vader, what I was saying too was that versus opponent you had this week, SXL. I got a ton of reports to go over because I love Kill Event because it just gives us like a ton of reports to go over and look at, and man, the SXL team's pretty strong. Very active and very strong. I like that. Good combination. Do it in 12 hours time. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, that's yes. Yep. True that. I got you. I actually I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I think some of the time too because I think a bunch of people don't get to attend some of the lives for our folks that we have because of the time difference. But okay, no, it's good to know. All right, we're gonna start looking at 3v3. By the way, it is the finals, and I am popping right now in fourth place. Don't get our hopes up here that we're gonna finish here. But it doesn't really matter, as I always say. We just have to finish somewhere between 4 and 10. That's our goal, where we want to be. Small world, and what's funny about playing this week 3v3 against 128 is we actually have 128 in a server war this week. So yeah, we 71 coming up. We won this week in 128, and we will go against 128. So that should be a good battle. I hear that they're pretty active. I will take a look at the battle and kind of give a rundown. The summary. We'll take a look at the Warzone duel, which is fun. I have a ton of battle reports that we're going to look at from Kill Event because that's what happens on Friday. It's the best day of the week, and I get into these wars sometimes. I got some battles against whales. That I took on. Luckily, the last one that I took on, there was literally 1 minute left in. There was 1 minute left in Kill Event, and I just got into battle with Bua Bua from CRSO, who's ridiculously strong, and I let him hit me like 8 times. So that battle report's pretty good, to say the least. So we'll take a look at some of that stuff. So we're coming up now, 20 minutes. We got 30 to use. Don't like to use them too early. Although, for those that attend and know, I do try to not get too close to the actual time. Because I get stuck with these extra ones. I've had it before, like, I don't know. It's I hate cutting it close, and there's no reason. Like right now, I am 600 from dropping out of the top 10, and if I can help Rich is also in our alliance FXX, so trying to keep him in the top 10 as well. That is the goal. So that way the alliance gets the most rewards. We got Blackhawk visiting from FS4 this week. So it'd be nice to have Blackhawk in as we rotate players between our two alliances, FXX and FS4. So, and Vader, if you didn't know that, now you know. You lost Blackhawk. So, if you're looking at your roster trying to figure that one out, yes, you did. You lost them. All right, let's Let's see how we do with the mighty draw now. We're coming up on 20 minutes prior to reset. We're going to have to do some fighting here. I think I'm just going to go with the easy route. Don't take too many chances. I'll use 2 and then wait. Zora from Mars. He was over. This ITU team was over too. They're pretty strong too. That Zoro from Mars. This guy's pretty strong. All right, use my 2. Yeah, so had a busy kill event as usual. I fell short this week of 100 million. I had a streak going of 100 million, and I only got 89 million for kill event. So a little disappointed in myself for that one, but we'll make up for it next week. Warzone Duel was really light. We'll get into it, a reset, but man, it was rough. It was rough on both servers, to be honest with you. Like, I'm sure it wasn't fun for 128. I mean, I'm sorry. Who was it? 108. I'm sure it wasn't fun for 108. And for us, it was like, man, it was like hunt and peck to try to get bodies. It was rough. So just letting you know, I am timing my 30 attacks with yours. So you... Okay. All right, Bailey. What'd you get? I got 13 million on and thought I did... Oh, you got 13 million on kill event? Well, 13 million is good because you got over 7.2, and that's kind of the goal, right? I mean, when it comes to kill event, don't go by me. Like, I'm a complete maniac. I'm pretty much on most of the day. At some point, I'm like, I jump on, I jump off, but I'm on for a long period of time during the day. I'm active, whether I'm jumping around 71, just protecting 71, or hitting kill event. And I'll tell you what, it was really great. Like, it was... after Warzone Duel, we had 80 that we were going against, and it was pretty sealed up tight, like a drum. Everybody was shielded. It was hard to fight anybody. But what Warzone Duel gives you is the opportunity to go into any server. So I was able to go to 97 and 103, and there was a bunch of servers that I was able to visit and say hello to everybody so they can get to know me. But it would allow me to be a little bit more active too. So okay, so it's true, Bailey. They are always shielded, but the key to, if you're really a maniac, like myself, the key is to just continuously check. Like, somebody is either unshielding to fight or shields are busting throughout kill event. So you can find people, and then on top of it, there's people that are attacking the server. So, you can go after those people if you look around. I can look around to see if there's any of my teammates in fights that I can reinforce. Like, there's just always something to do. You just make it happen. We got a couple rallies in. We have Luna, who's a whale. I have a report on that. We'll talk about that too for 80. We were able to rally her with Hulk, which was fun. We all got together and just did a quick rally. She was unshielded. We got one in, and then she quickly shielded once we busted that in. So that was fun. So yeah, there's always stuff like that going on. You know what I mean? I absolutely love. All right, Bailey, we're up. We gotta knock 2 more out. It's time to knock 2 more of these things out. Yep. That's an easy one because that was just the person I just did. I did 3 out of 3 and then I did 2 out of 3. That crap. Not getting any points, but. 2 more, Bailey. Ready for another one pretty quick. We're going to knock out another one as soon as we click down. Try to do like we'll try to do a couple. I try not to be too loaded when the last like 10 minutes comes, but try to stretch it out. Again, I'm not doing much except trying to hold this lead right now. And in great shape. We are in great shape. And we got Rich down here. So I think we need to help Rich too. Do we have a MILF Hunter? No, I do it again. I have to say this. Remember we went through this last time. We have MILF Hunter. Just ridiculous. Let's see. We have, we don't, but we have Nightmare. So we can knock him down. Who else is behind Rich here? Zorro. So we'll hit Zorro. We have Eddie. We'll have to hit Eddie for Rich. So we'll use our last few on these people because they're trying to fight with Rich for this last spot here. So we'll make sure we hit them. And safe to use a couple more. So we're up again. Let's go head on with this here. I'm going to go head on with you. Air. Tank, missile, let's see. It's always the tank to know. Oh, that time it was missile. Why? Or I did the tank and missile. I should have put the other one around. Oh, and then somebody come on and go, did you know you can move it? I was actually, I forgot who gave that tip last time. I actually was moving it around yesterday, so guy who said that tip, but they would have been proud that I was doing it. Okay, that's a tough battle with Eddie here. Either way, it's going to be a tough go. So we will try the normal route here and see if we can get 3 out of this. Nope. Too strong. My tank is just brutal. That's the problem. Working on that, though. Working on that. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not, as I practice what I preach, I don't really put too much in my third team. So, love the extra 5 points. I do love the extra 5 points, Bailey. My problem is that I can't get an extra 5 points on a lot of these folks. So, all right. I think we're gonna do. Who we got now? Coming up. Let's do another one. Oh, here's the MILF. Okay. This guy's strong. I think, remember correctly with this one. I think I need, I think it's here. I think this is here. Yep. Only 3? I only got 3 for that? Jeez, come on. Guys in the top 10. Guys right here. Not going to be able to help Rich as much as I thought. Can't move him. Not getting many many hits here. Could not beat him. Could not beat this guy straight up. Let's do some mixed squads with him. Let's try to go team on team and see how we do. Nope, still not. I can't quite overcome this third team here. What am I? Oh, it's not even close either. I was gonna say maybe I can mix squad it, but it's the gear. It's always the gear. It's probably his first team. He just doesn't have the grill on it, and that's nothing you can do about it. It's all good. All right, we're 10 minutes. 10 minutes left trying to maintain this 4th spot. All right, we got to start using them. Now we start going, Bailey. Make sure we're good here. Don't want to lose. Don't want to lose any ground. It's all high risk, low reward on these battles right now. All right, we're gonna get cooking. Let's go. Here. Dang, who's this? Small World. This guy's so strong. So strong. It doesn't matter what I do here. I can beat this team if I put my gorilla here. But if I put my gorilla here, I think I lose 3 out of 3 versus Small World. Yep. I'm like so close to him. He's, he just kills me with this team. This 84.4 team is so strong. This one I'm really close on because if I put my gorilla over here, I win it. But I just, I can't overcome it, and it doesn't matter because my tank's not going to beat this. He's pretty strong on all three spots. So, he's a problem. All right, so I really don't even want to use all my king I can't beat, so that's an easy nothing. I'm gonna get a couple of those that I know I'm gonna speed through. That's why I'm not too concerned. Because I'm going to run into probably Hulk. I'm going to run into CDF. Here's CDF. Here it is. This is just a quick, doesn't matter. Just beat me. Tigo. I don't want to have to beat TGO. TGO always confuses me with his mix-up. I can't believe I'm not getting I can't believe I'm not getting more of King, Hulk, and CDF. I thought for sure I'd be going fast through these turns because I usually get a boatload of them. Okay, now we're gonna do some trickery here, guys. So now everybody's so used to fighting me in the middle of this war, and they're all hurrying to get their turns in. right? So now what you do is you take your defense. Oh, I don't have time. If you switch your teams now, like one team or the other, sometimes they go so fast they don't notice, and you can actually get a quick win. But I waited too long. I thought for sure I was gonna be able to have all day to do this, and I'm running out of time. Sorrow. GN. Oh, we got air. Air here. Air. That'll work. Air, missile. Nightmares. No, it's got to be on. Yeah, this is fine. Here. And then your missile air. Yep. Rich. I don't want to beat Rich. I'm gonna try to lose to Rich on purpose. Try to just get rid of our gorilla and have him. We'll do missile against tank. Tank will do the bad matchup on purpose and lose to Rich on purpose. Let's give Rich some points here. Don't care that I'm going to drop down because I just want Rich to be able to stay in the top 10. MILF Hunter, we know that's got to be on here with the gorilla. Okay, put this over here. And then where are you? Here you go. All right. Missiles, CERN, and tank. There we go. Sorry, Blackhawk. I didn't realize it was you. I would have tried to help you too. Oh, you're back. Oh, you can't do it. You're way far back. All right, we got 2 minutes. We got our last 3 to go. Okay, DGO. Tank, air, tank, air. 2 left. Oh, I haven't been reading there, Bailey. I'm sorry. I'll catch up when I do it. Hoping you're getting all your attacks in. We got 1 left. 6:58. Okay. Timed it. Got it in. Let's see who is with Rich here. We need to hit Snap or Eddie. Who do I got? Snap or Eddie? I got Snap and Eddie. I got them both. Okay. Okay, let's hit Eddie. Problem is, I don't know how good it's going to help you. Tank. But I beat him for you, Rich. Got 5 points at least. I don't know if it's enough, but I'm out. So we gotta wait now to see. It looks like Rich is gonna hold on though, because I mean, there's 150 points here between Zoro and Rich. So even if he drops, he's in a battle right here. But even if he drops, he looks like he's pretty good. What'd he get? Oh, yeah. All right. Good stuff right there. 3 in the top 10. Shout out to all 3. CDF Hulk and King for giving a hand. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you out there. Okay. All right. So let's see, Bailey. What were you saying? 79 now, time and 30 attacks with yours. Spaces are always shielded. Don't you just love the extra? Love the extra 5 points. I'm pouring gold shards into Fiona the last few weeks to bulk her up and participate in exclusive. Oh, that's smart. That's smart, Charlie. I like the thought of that. Shoving those shards into Fiona right now. If you're running missile, that's really good planning right there. Span the rip here on out, or should I leave some for the final minute? Yeah, Bailey. Usually I'll get to that final minute and I'll try to leave I try to leave around 2. In this one, I didn't have anything to risk really to worry, so I got a little bit closer, and I got the last one in the final minute. But yeah, usually I leave two for the final minute is pretty good. You can kick 2 out pretty fast. Now in the in 3v3 arena part 2, which is the Storm Arena that's going to start right now, I don't wait until the last minute. I try not to because to be honest with you, you run into that case where they're like, you can't fight this person, they change positions or whatever, and there's all kinds of crap. So, all right, Death Wolf, like to hear it. Like to hear that. 117's good stuff. Good honor points. I like it. Oh wow. Okay, so in Storm Arena we have 96. I don't know if I'll be finishing in top 10. This will be a tough one. We have 96, 80, and 112. I don't know who 112 has. 112. I mean, it's hard to tell everybody because they go all over the arena, but I can tell you with 96 and 80 right there, there's like 4 from 80, and you know, it's rough. It's rough going at it. So, all right. Let's get some stuff done. I am still buying some exclusives here for Williams. I'm trying to finish him off this way. I've been saving my my universal exclusive shards for the season. At this point, I only have Williams to do it, and I'm trying to do Williams, trying to finish Williams here. When you look at my heroes, I have 626 universal, and I'm 160 with Williams. I have 2 more levels to go for him, so I got to do 400 in order to finish him off, so I'm waiting. All right, what do we got this week? Oh, okay, great, perfect timing for our new thing. So Vader, this is perfect this week because we're got to try the purple chest. Got to try the purple chest on the drone this week. So let's try some of that now to show you what I will run real quick. Okay, do I think, by the way, this is worth it? I do. Go in within your budget, but these advanced training passes for this week's, anytime it's skill chest, anytime I see anything for the drone, the drone skill chips, I'm all in because it takes forever for these skill chips. You do not get enough in the game. It's one of those things that I say, don't buy ore, don't buy resources, don't buy, stuff. When I talk about the drone, though, when it comes to gears, it's hard to get gears. So without paying for them at some point, free to play, it just takes forever. Anybody knows free to play. So like low spender, you're pumping stuff. Skill chips is really good. Don't forget you have 3 of them to complete, and you only get the ones that are in the Alliance store. And it's just hard. You just don't get a ton of chests, especially if you're not buying stuff at the glittering event or mobilization. So these are phenomenal deals to try to get skill material right here. So yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in for this one. Always. I would never all of that right there. Absolutely awesome, especially because this. I'm going to show you this. Get excited about this. Oh, where's Okay. I can't make it there in time. Oh, yeah, I can. I think I'm right there. All right. On the computer. Did I get it? I got it. God, the PC, these PC digs are like challenging me to get good at like PC digs now versus the phone. I trust my timing on the phone to a T. Like I don't really spam as much on the phone because I trust the timing. On the PC, I actually lost a dig on the PC for the first time in a long time, and I was irritated. So now I get nervous. Abdul, can you do a ranking of the best exclusive weapons for heroes out now? The best exclusive weapons out now. Boy, Abdul, that is like a loaded question to go through everybody's exclusive and actually rank them. That sounds like more like a video to me than it is being able to knock that out right now. I would say, off the top of my head, like if I'm just going by memory of some of these things, of like we have four per you have what, like 4 per hero, and then you have 4 out right now for every team. So it's like there's a plenty of them. I would say the first one that comes to mind for me is Missile is Swift though, like because Swift's exclusive weapon, top of my head, is so good to hit the lowest lowest where's the lowest hit points that he hits. Is that just his regular skill, or is that just his exclusive? Is that his exclusive weapon? I thought it was exclusive. Launch an extra attack to an enemy with the highest burn stacks, doing physical damage equal to intercept. Maybe that was just a skill I'm thinking of. See, I'm just thinking of his skill. That's like incredible. And 1 stick of burning on each target and reduce all damage, 3 random attacks. Where's his, is it this one? Right. Oh, right here. Yeah. His auto attack. Hitting the lowest current hit point percentage. Man, that is so freaking valuable. And it adds a stack of this burn, and I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of as the exclusive. Is that what ups on his exclusive here with the burn? With the highest burn stacks, dealing physical damage equal to 800%. So if it's the lowest one that keeps getting the burn stacks, then whatever. But I'll tell you what, like him targeting because if you've ever been in a battle, think about when you're in these battles and you have those heroes that you're attacking, and they're hanging on by like a thin margin, right? Like Kim or a D.Va, you look at the other side and you see your drone hit, and the drone leaves them with like that sliver of power, and they're able to get in that last attack, and it just irritates you. Or like, Skylar will get in that last stun that'll just annoy you because she only has a sliver left. That's where it comes in so handy that Swift just targets those low people, so it knocks them right out. Anybody who has who's just trying to hang on by a sliver, it's so important skill. When you watch the battle reports, you just watch it and see it. It's so crazy. But no, Abdul, I'll go through for you. I'll go through and make a whole breakdown for you of their things, so I can actually analyze like every single one of them to go up. But Swift strong. Lucius was strong based on the last Lucius exclusive weapon. Was really good. D.Va, when D.Va came out, D.Va's just crazy. Like that was the first one you pushed to 30 because that was really strong. I don't know, off the top of my head, I'm just thinking of like random when I got exclusives at the time of the season, and it was like, holy crap. Skylar's 30 gives that automatic stun, so you can't be in a battle and not stun anymore. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, be on the lookout. Actually, be on the lookout for a credible amount of activity coming up. I finished, finally, the Airverse tank final reports with T10s, T11s, with all the data points. I just finished that. That's coming out, I think, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, that one will be out. And then we have 3 or 4 more coming out this week, videos. So take a look at it. All right, let's jump in. Let's get into a couple things. I want to do just a Warzone duel breakdown real quick, and then we'll look at some battle reports that we have from this week kill event that were awesome. So let's do that. So first, I will just break down a quick summary of this weekend's Warzone duel. So 107 and 88, we snuck in a preview of. They were slamming 108. The problem was just simply that those 2 VIP 18s that are on 107 were on either side of those cannons, and 88 just could not overcome it. It was just too much. And then the other 3 88 probably had the best matchup. These other 3 matchups were just pretty handily, bad matchups. As we talked about previously, 86 just too active, 128 just too active, and 71. So 71 versus 108. 108 didn't really show up. There just were not a lot of people on the battlefield. It was hunt and peck and really trying to find a battle to fight. It wasn't fun for them. It wasn't fun, which made it not fun for us. It's just so crazy to think about it. That 108 had an uphill battle is a bad matchup for them. So hopefully they have a better matchup, and maybe they'll match them up with 103 now because they were the 2 losers of the battle. So maybe that'll be a better matchup for them. But it was I think it was 100. It was 100-0. And anytime it's 100-0, it's not fun. So that's that. This week will be much more fun. 128 again. We'll have live coverage of that battle of 128 versus 71, and then when we are done, if the battle is still going, we'll cut into 107 versus 86, which should be a barn burner right off the bat. 107 against 86, 2 VIP 18s over here. 86 is so active though, so many bases there. So. Sure, we'll have time to look in a little bit more of a preview of that. Hey, Tressel. Good to have you in. Good to have you in. Always good to have you in. Abdul, what are your thoughts on T11 so far? I saw your initial tests and didn't see much improvement. Oh, Tressel, no. Those tests are wrong. Actually, I'm going to have a $25 coming up. Our question of the day today. We're going to have a $25 question. Coming up in battle reports. So T11s, you're right. T11s, when we first tested them, we were doing World Boss, and we had it on Kings, and I was reading it so quick. I wasn't reading the battle report correctly when we looked at it versus King, to be honest with you. There was definitely improvement there. And when we ran T11s in the sandboxing, it was freaking crazy. It was an enormous difference for T11s when I ran my air versus tank. It almost doubled the damage between our initial tests that I ran with T10s to now T11s. That Sarah with air is just completely amplified with T11s. It is crazy, Abdul. Crazy. So what it does is, when you think about it, what Sarah's skill is to buff air, right? So you have Sarah buffing 4 different air. And when you think about the fact that now the T11 troops that she's buffing are stronger than the T10s, it just pops off the page. She just causes Steva's damage. Just goes, you see the damage report afterwards, and it just went right off the page. It was 100 and something. She was 80 damage before, 70 damage before, and then right when it's with Sarah, that one battle, it's 100. It's off the page. It's just crazy how much damage she does. And I'm seeing it on the field too, by the way, for the most part. Some people's air when you're out there, let's get into that now. We can get into some of these battle reports that I had from this weekend. So, while we are talking about air, let's see. Okay, I'll get into the. Let's get into the. Let's get into the whale. Let's get into the whale hit first, right at the end, because that's just quick, and then we'll get into some of these more interesting battles over here. Okay, so Bua Bua is the whale that I got into it with. As you can see, there were a bunch of attacks here at the end here I attacked him once. And as you can see, I did pretty good against him. First of all, we look at Bua Bua, how strong he is. He's 413, but his total hero power is 311 million. So I am 243 now, I believe. And he's 311. So he is outweighing me by a lot. But I'm holding my own. I'm holding my own versus him. I mean, 3169 to 2738 is pretty good on the surface. If you want to look at like his team, these are going to just all be standard. Everybody has 30 that they're doing. I'm using Marshall in my mixed squad missile, which helps me out drastically here. So I made out pretty good. Sent you a good train to hit. That's awesome. So when you're replacing Morrison with Sarah when my time comes. Yeah, I would. As long as you are Hero Sarah and tactic skill is up and auto attack, should raise that and use your skills to raise her up. Even though I was seeing positive results even at 25, I would raise her up. Bua Bua, if you look, his drone is 250. His ships are crazy. He's he's pushing here, level 11. He's pushing. He's all level 10. Clearly beating me everywhere. Smashing me. He didn't have his gorilla in this one. His missiles max, my missiles max. He has 35% whale-tickle though. So for everybody who thinks that whale-tickle, how important it is. He has 35%. He's beating me in Deco. He's beating me with his tactic cards, it's funny. He is the first person I've seen with double defender tactic cards, which is awesome. I mean, I've been saying that I like to stack 1 and 1, so that way I always get a tactic card in action by a defender and an attacker. He is doing double defender. I love that. I don't know. I think that's awesome. Like, great, good stuff. We both have T11, or we both have T11s here. As we go. So I hit him. Now, here's interesting though. So on the surface, it looks like pretty good. I held my own here, and I'm attacking him 400 considering the deck is stacked. But if you go into how many people I had killed. Look at this, 674 people killed. This is the truth behind it right here. This is where I lose horribly. Because how many attacks, if I attack that man 10 times, I lose 6,000 troops. Not to the hospital, just gone. Awful. So he only loses 35. So that's where the real difference is. And then, so if we go to some of the favorite reports of when he was attacking me, here's all my saves. So he attacked me. I did lose 3581. There was like 400 difference here. Not bad. But now if you look at the statistics, he's losing 259. I'm losing 133. And then in the second battle here, he's losing an additional 347. And I'm losing 18. So now I've turned the tables. That's an important thing to figure out and look at. And why with a lot of the battles now that I've been looking at for our Warzone duel and everything else, everybody gets attack happy. But if you can withstand people's attacks and they're attacking you and you're winning and they're all giddy because they think, it's an even battle or whatever. Like, let's say they pull even and they think you're losing as many troops as them, so they want to hit you 10 times, 12 times. Just know that you're making out. Like, look at your battle report from how many people they're losing as far as, like, actual just straight killed. And you're going to see that you are making out in these fights and battles. So, by all means, like, let them hit you. Like, let them hit you 10 times in a row. You're going to be healing your hospital and spending time, but don't even hit them back. If it's an even battle, if you are hitting somebody in an even battle, Don't let your ego get involved. Don't bother hitting them back. Let them keep slamming into you over and over and over again. There's no need to hit them back because they're the ones that are getting their troops killed. And if they're hitting you 10 times, they're losing 2,000-3,000 troops. You're just healing. You're doing all right. So look at how many you that battle report and take a look at it before you actually get concerned about getting hit there. Abdul, what are your thoughts on team? Okay, okay. That's on. So then, okay. Let me see. What did you send me, Vader? You send me a train to hit? Oh, give me a break. What's wrong with you, Vader? I'm not touching this thing. It's ridiculous. Well, what exactly am I going to do to this train? Operation failed. Won't even let me. How did you even find the train? It won't even let me. Won't even let me do it. Let me send you this. Look at this. 100, 116, 104, and 103. Yeah. Vader, I'll get right on that. Even if I could. Like, give me a break. Yeah. I was messaging with him this weekend a little bit because he was out. He was out killing, out and about. All right, let's look at another battle that we have. So here's your trivia. Here's your question. I'll go right to that, and that's also the air report here. So here's your $25 report we'll get into. All right. So where is it? Okay. So against this person right here in SXL, you can see that I lost this battle. Okay? 72 to 73.2. All right? Now, they beat me handily here. And it wasn't because of Sarah. It's because there's a couple different factors here that played in of why he won so easily against my air here, even though I was a little bit stronger. All right? So let's look at why did he beat me even though I was a little bit stronger. So this isn't going to tell you anything because this is all going to be equal and maxed. We all know you're not going to get anything here. We're all maxed out there. He's incredibly strong, so we'll get that. We'll get from that. Our drones, as I've told you before, the drone thing doesn't matter. Like, it's just like, I keep seeing this. Like, it's a perfect example what I told you. I was beating people with heavier drone. He beat me, and my drone is 10 levels up. That drone just, it maxes out, and it doesn't matter as much anymore. All right, so he has his skill chips are ahead of me. Okay, that's number one. We get in our gorillas are even, so we both have the same bond rating. Pretty much the same level, so we're the same there. Here's a big difference in our report. You can see I'm 30% aircraft mastery. He's maxed. All right. This whale tickle doesn't matter. It's 1%. Doesn't matter. Okay. So here's your difference though as we move down. All right. So you got tactic cards are pretty even here, right? 4.7, 4.8 that you could see. Decoration 5, 5.2. All right. He has T10 troops, and I have T11 troops, right? So the question is, the $25 question is, his morale, even though I have T10 troops, is 3.13. Mine is 2.95 with T11 troops. How does he attain a higher morale than me? First one to answer correctly gets $25. So how does he obtain a higher morale than me, even though I have T10, I have T11, he has T10. Nope, not troop count. That's not how he did it though. How did he get there? Not deco. It's not in deco. His morale lifted up, his quantity, but how did he do that? How could he obtain that? It's not going to be in tech. Nope. Not tech. Bingo, you got it, Wolf. It's just tactic cards. It's just tactic cards, folks. So what he's using in his tactic cards is he's using the card that after winning a PvP battle on the world map, the squad gains 3.6 morale. So, and you can stack it 5 times. So what he did was, he went around and he hit 5 soft bases and didn't hurt his team at all, just 5 dead bases. And then he came in and he whacked me with it. And he has this Wind Rusher, which increases his morale by 3%, and it stacks 3 times. So not only did he hit me after hitting empty bases and upping it up, he flew into me with a diamond hit. And so he got not only the morale for this that stacks 5 times, but he also got it in here because he can stack because of the extra mark speed. And that equals, even though with my T11 I end up with 2.95 and 3125, he wallops me with a 3.1 and a 3188 troops. Wallops me. Even though I'm T11. And then the result of the battle, because of that, is this. I mean, look at, he killed me. 3125 to 1356. It's not even close. In what realm should I not have been in this fight? Well, I mean, even with the tech, it's huge mastery, by the way, difference with that anyway. But even with that, look at this. I mean, look at the stats. I mean, he just demolished me. So, that's all tactic cards. So, guys, I cannot tell you how important it is as we go into Season 5 or those that are coming into Season 4. Pay attention, because when you're getting your tactic cards, make sure you're using them. You're looking at what they are. You don't always have to. No, there wasn't a big stun. The stun difference, I think, was 4-2. I watched the video multiple times. I think the stun difference was like 4-2. So, like, yeah, I mean, there was a stun difference, but not to the point where I should have got my butt handed to me like that. Like, it wasn't even close, you know? So, but pay attention as you're moving in. If you're just moving into Season 4, as we move into Season 5, these things are big differences. They make a huge difference in your battle reports and what you can do. You can make up a lot of space for people if people are stronger than you and you're playing the right tactic cards and you're using it. Now, it's hard to do this in like a, you can't do something like this in a Warzone duel as much. Like, you can if you're stronger. Like, I go around before I hit a hard target. I go around, sometimes you'll see me on live, and I hit the smaller bases, and then I can go in. I think I did it against 100. I think I did it versus, what's his name? I can't remember, that guy who has a strong tank squad. He actually bought Killer's account now. I think there's, you can go look, and I think I do it against him. But you can hit a base 5 times, and then you get this. It's a huge thing. But just think about your tactic cards as you go into the season. You need to spend experience to up these tactic cards. Make sure you're using the right one. By the way, I was talking on Discord. We were talking to people, and one thing I want to bring it to everybody's attention, because it's very true, that there's 2 tactic cards. Everybody talks about the tactic card, the 4+1 tactic card for the battle, the battle card. So we have the 4+1, right? But the 4+1 is you're sitting here and you have the percentage. There's no added percentage here. You're just you just get this. That's all you get, is you get to use the 4+1. There's also the mixed formation card, and this is at the beginning of the battle. You're getting your squad heroes gain bonus for attack, defense, and hit points at 3%. You can increase this, though, and put in there, and this can become 6%, 8%, 10%. So think about that when you have the fixed formation card, if you want to invest in this instead of the 4+1. The 4+1 you don't have to invest anything in, because it's just going to be 1, and you can just have that and also invest in other cards. But don't forget, think about using the mixed formation card where you can actually invest in the card, get the levels up, and get it to be more powerful with your mixed formation card. So think about that going into the season. Or if you're in season 4 right now, think about using it and testing it out. Let's see, Abdul. Let's see, what's the difference for Abdul? For that tactic card boost to morale, does it only activate when you attack someone, or does it also work? No. Oh, which one? Both of them can only be when you're attacking someone. Like the morale boost is after you win a battle in the PvP, the squad gains 3.6, and then expires after you return to base. So, like, you go out, and as long as you're strong enough to keep fighting. So, whales love this because they hit people all day long, right? Both of those cards, whales love. But for you, like this, you can just attack smaller bases so you don't actually lose any of your team, and your team stays strong as you travel, and then you go around and you hit people 5 times. So, 100%, like, yeah, definitely. I love this card. I've been up in this card ever since I got it. I actually have one little sliver on it because this increases. I don't know if it shows you what it increases to somewhere. I wish it did. But you can get this morale up to, I think, I don't know, like 6% or something like that, I think. I don't know. You can get this morale much higher. I think it's 6% if you get all the shards complete here. Of all the cards. And that's the other thing, like, remember too, as you get cards, right, and you're trying to up cards that you're using, you can obtain more to get those shards in there. So you really wanna get more to improve those stars. The more you get, and when you do get them, and a lot of times you get cards like we got one that was like a mystery core card, so you can pick any core card. Be careful of what you're choosing, like, with that core card, because you can uncover a new one, or you can use it to make other cards stronger. So my guess is these tactic cards are going to be around for a long time, many seasons. So just put your time and effort into use them wisely. Trust me, use them wisely. All right. Another battle I want to get into, I was fighting was with, Masilla, I think his name is. Oh, no, wrong one, sorry. Massilia from 80. So this was really interesting. So this battle, we went back and forth. I think I had about 25 battles with Massilia and CRSO constantly reinforcing him and everything else. So when we look at this first battle, when he hit me here, tank versus missile, he beat me. 3169 to 3577. He beat me here. Again, another big thing for this battle was this was tech. Don't forget, like, his tech was max for tank, and I don't have anything for tank. So that's a huge feather in his cap. Hitting me and that being his strongest team, he gets the 20% buff plus that, right? So now let's look how this progressed. And what I always tell you guys to do, adjust. Please, don't just accept the defeat and let it roll. Adjust your squads. So what did I do when I come back on? I'm coming back with air. I want to test my air. So I already have my air in my base. I don't throw my gorilla on. I want to see how my air does against his tank without my gorilla. And I see already pretty good difference right there, right? 2359 to 2685. So the first battle, I'm just having, he beats me. I see this on the battle report, and I'm like, I lost. And so I'm like, all right, let me switch to air and see how we go. Okay, a little bit closer, but at least I'm losing less troops here. Let's go from here and see if I can put my gorilla on air and then see the difference. So then I throw my gorilla on air, and I win. And you see the difference right away. So on the battlefield, I adjusted. I was losing with that team. I switched over. Now, you may not have a strong enough team to do that, and I'm not saying that you do right now. I understand how you're building out. But when I give you advice, right, when I tell you, hey, this is how I would build the teams out, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm finding success on, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm leading you down the path to do, so you can get into these places. So you can build your squads and build your teams. Again, we're going to play this game for 10 years, right? So I'm just giving you the successful strategy. In the long run, you're using your own money to build this team. You're building it. You're spending it. I want you to just do it wisely. And if you're doing free to play, I want you to at least go towards a target that's going to be successful for you. So in order to get to this space, you have to focus on 2 teams. You have to build that one team as strong as humanly possible, then have the leftovers go into that second team, but you don't build them even right now, right? I didn't get to this spot right away. I was really lopsided for a long time, guys. Really lopsided. And it's okay. It's okay to be lopsided in the beginning because it's the only way you're going to be able to get here to where I am right now. It's okay. Because if you're trying to build evenly, you're going to lose battles along the way, and it's no fun. At least if you stack a team, you're not. You can defend. We just talked about the defense strategy, right? So if I push you and you build that one team, you have one team that's like 50 million, you have another team that's 60 million or 65 million, you get to defend your base. Not everybody hits you, and you get to have that first team defend your base. And what did I just show you? Their troops are dying. They're getting killed, and you're still surviving. So it's okay. You got to build small, but this is the steps that I'm looking you to take. And on the battlefield, if you're fighting people around your strength, then this is what you want to do. These are the types of things you want to do. Build your teams like this. So again, he's walloping me, right? And then I just do a test run to see how I'm doing here. Okay, it's worth throwing my gorilla over. Go here. And by the way, if your gear isn't stacked and you don't have the gear to do this, what I just did, pour it away. If you're not in a Warzone duel, if you're in a kill event, you have 24 hours. It's fun. You have nothing else to do. Don't sit there with an ego and lose all your troops. Just pour it away somewhere. Pour it away with what you want to do. Hey, Thomas, glad you're back, man. So, pour it away and then go somewhere in a field, fix your gear, fix your team, take your time, and now, guess what? Go right next to that sucker that thinks they owned you and let them hit you. You don't have to hit them. Again, don't forget, you're getting a bump when they're hitting you. You're getting your wall kicks in to help you defend your base. There's the defense. I hope you build defense fortification, because if you did, then your base is getting hit. Your tech is helping you defend your base, and you're killing more troops. You can go into if you're a war leader, even if you're an engineer, like later in the season, if you switch to war leader, one thing is you'll kill more of their troops when they're attacking your base. So, think about it. Just go next to them. They're going to be anxious to hit you because they just want to battle. So all of a sudden, if you switched around your gear and show back up on their doorstep, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait. And then they're going to hit you, and they're going to get a wake-up call. And then, they might switch something up. Pay attention to battle report. Don't just hang there. Maybe you move away again. And now you're playing chess, people. Now you're playing chess. What are they going to do? Are they going to adjust to you? What should you do? Should you adjust thinking they're going to adjust? That's just fun. Now you're in a fun battle. It's not just let me just hit a button and lose all my troops. You're you're in psychological warfare here. So test your teams like this against people around your speed and see what happens. Because as you can see, as soon as I threw my gorilla on, I'm winning. He doesn't know what to do. And don't forget, I didn't switch my gear. I built my squad up here, so I have strong gear now on air. I just completed everything to be 4 dots. So I have 10 reds on my air. I'm hoping to max those out because it just makes it stronger. And now I'm going to show you what it would be like if I could have all that gear on there. So after this battle, I switched my gear, and that's the difference here. So if you look, I put all I went away after I beat him, and I said, ooh, let me see what I can do to him if I get all my gear on here. And so I put all my red gear on, and then I attacked him, and voila. This was not a fun day for him. So we just went from watching me lose to him with a tank versus a missile, for me to just go away, test it out right there and then, pour it away, change my gear, come back, pop. All of a sudden, I've turned it completely around and I'm taking 7,000 from him. So there you go. So, yeah, Abdul, 100%. 3v3 is great to do. I'll tell you a great place to do it is Winter Storm. Winter Storm, you're getting hit all the time. They're not even real troops. So if somebody's hitting you and beating you, Go ahead and try to change stuff on the fly. Go ahead and change your formations. That's something you don't have to worry about, right? You don't necessarily need to do. You can just change your formation. So you can just go, oh, okay, I'm going to throw, like, for me, oh, I have this here now because I had to do the T11s. Oh, and you asked about T11s. I'll go back into T11s for you in the update. But I'm running this squad of Marshall with my missile because it's working phenomenally. So I would say, like, change it in. It's a great place to do it in Winter Storm. A great place to do it in Desert Storm. They're not even real troops. Canyon Storm. You could do 3v3 arena. You're gonna have, there's just so many places that are fake battles that you could do it, right? And I'm doing it on a real battle day. You wonder why I'm hanging around. I'm getting 89 million points in kill event. Well, part of it is because I'm just hanging around doing this. Like, I just love it. I just love mixing the squads, learning more, like what they got going on, and just playing and testing and educating myself on why people are winning, what they're up to, what are they changing, Don't pretend. Listen, you're never the smartest person in the room. Like, there's usually somebody who knows something that you don't know. As soon as people feel stuck up and they know everything and they can't learn something, then you'll never learn. You just shut down dope. Like, everybody can teach you something. You know what I mean? Like, so just start learning from people. You analyze a report, look what other people are doing or testing, and then it's great. You can't be in 40 alliances. So, Bailey, I have bought out all the UR gear prints. Do I spend my honor medals on others? No, Bailey. No. I forbid you. Do not. There is nothing else in here you should ever use your honor points on except gear. Please do not say that. Don't say that. Only use it here. Only gear, your blueprints, and your mythic prints. That's the only thing you should be using it on. And if you max them all, perfect. Save. Just save for the next time. Save for the next time. By the way, good. Go tell Deathwolf that you got all those, by the way, Bailey. I keep telling him he's got to get all his prints. He's got to get them all. I'm not letting him off the hook. All right, Abdul. Many times I fought people and lose. After battle ends, I view reports and align Marshall with their kin. There you go. Awesome. Love it. Perfect example, Abdul. I love that. Love that. Great stuff. Yeah, so Marshall's a targeter, right? So if somebody's beating you, try the targeting. By the way, I do not like a damage dealer in the front row. I hate that everybody jumps all over the damage dealer in the front row. The damage dealer in the front row is not consistent if you go into battle report. The stability of running a damage dealer in the front is crazy. Like, it's high ceilings and low floors. You're not going to get consistency out of it. Your defenders are better in the front because at least you get consistency out of the battles. However, I will tell you, to Abdul's point, just like you're moving Marshall around, that's a perfect time I may move a damage dealer to the front. If I see that I lost a battle and it was really close, then yeah, I'm going to try to get that high ceiling out of it and just throw it and put Diva in the front, or throw Swift in the front. And so I say, like, yeah, like, that's a great point. Like, look at the battle reports, adjust your teams. Marshall is a perfect opportunity for that. Marshall can move around all the time depending on who you're fighting. I mean, it's crazy. Do that. James, why are you a punching bag? James, why are you a punching bag? I need to know why you're a punching bag. Can I show you guys? I'm going to show you guys something here. Guys, hang with me for a second. I want to show you this. So I was telling you guys about the team, right, that we have. And so I was telling you about in our kill video, if you guys saw the kill video I made, one of the people I point out on our alliance is Importer. Importer right here. So Importer has an amazing amount of kills. Like, he is 225 million power. So if we go into our if we go into our alliance standings and we look at power for Importer, you will see an Importer is a more free to play player. And he is, if you look, but Importer has also been in the #1 alliance for a long time. Importer is 66th in power right here. on the team. Now, he doesn't have a lot of troops right now. He's whatever, okay? That's where Importa stands. I'm going to show you where Importa's kills are, though. Let's look at where Importa's kills are. Importa is 4th on the team in kills. 4th. Okay, James? So, he's free to play, and he's 4th in kills. He's not a punching bag. Right? And I'll tell you what he accomplished this week. On top of it, where do they put the after you win? Does anybody know after you win the MVP, the whole MVP competition? Does anybody know where they put it? I don't know where they store that. I think I do. It's in Alliance, right? It's down here somewhere. Alliance Star. Isn't that where it is? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. All right. So I want to show you. Oh, hold on. Who won Soldier Crusher this week? I was 3rd. Hulk was 2nd. Who was 1st? Who killed the most people this week for our team? Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Awesome. And you know what? I'm telling you, the same reason why I reached out to Importa. I used to play with Importa on 72. He was on my initial, when I first started the game, I started with Importa. I was R4, and Importa was in IMI. And I went off and started my own alliance in 72X. I would have loved to have him. He stayed at IMI, and then we got separated. He went to 93. And so when I went to 87, I went to 88, went around, and I was coming to 71, I gave him a call. And I said, hey, Importa, I want you to come with us, like on a team. I got a team back up with you. I need you to be on our team. And he jumped at it and came on the team. And I love having him back, and this is why. Free-to-play player, killing 2 million, more than me, more than Hulk, whatever, out there playing. He's just grinding out there. He's just grinding out there, killing whoever he can. And he's not afraid to just jump into the middle of battles. But he's smart about it. He's smart. He's reading. You don't get to be like that by being silly player. He's not out there not analyzing the battle reports to understand where are his troops getting killed, who is he beating, who's he losing to, everything else. So you got to analyze your reports. You have to. You can't be just silly with your fighting and your troops. Your troops are all going to die in your girl grounds, and your kill event's going to be over very fast. You have to understand who you can beat and who you can't beat, and you got to get away. You got to use the other server to just get away if people are attacking you that are too strong. Go hide somewhere while they do it. They're busy. They're not going to be hunting you down somewhere. They're busy. They're beating everybody else who doesn't have a shield. So just get away. Survive for right then and there. That's all you need to do. And then if there's too many and maybe they're too active, then maybe shield up for right now and come back in like 6 hours, 7 hours. Wait until stuff calms down. Then go into the server and start finding spots, finding the people that aren't shielded. And you got to snipe. You got to find those people that aren't shielded. You pop in, you pop out. You pop in, you pop out. And you end up with 2.1 million kills. So, just incredible. So, James, there's hope out there, man. I'm telling you, hang in there, okay? By all means, hit us up on Discord if you have any questions. I will be happy to help you. Love turn you into a killer so you're not getting manhandled as a punching bag on kill day. We'll make it fun for you. And you know what I can even do? I can hook you up with some of my own killers too, whether it be Importa or whether it be my other free-to-play. We have Before on our team. That's a killer. I'll be more than happy to hook you up with them. And then they can give you all their tips and kind of just connect, and that would be just great. So by all means, hit me up. Hit me up on DM, and we'll figure it out. I know a guy who knows a guy who can find you in any server. So just hit me up on Discord, and I'll hook you up. No problem, man. Oh, James is not a free-to-play? Oh, he's just messing around. He's just a troll? Oh, all right. Well, whatever. If anybody is and they're interested... okay. Amanda... you have Amanda Snell's account? All right. Well, anyway, anybody who isn't free to play, by all means, jump on in because I'm showing you like Importa. And if you're getting killed out there and you need some help, more than happy to help anybody. So reach out. More the merrier. Battle report. So let's get back to what we were talking about with Massilia. Oh, over here. So let's go to no. Favorites. Here it is. Okay. So we were talking about Massilia, and I ended up winning this battle, right? Okay. So then what happened is all of a sudden, Massilia. Okay. This is my gear. This is he tried to attack me with a full gear, with my full red gear. The difference between him attacking me one-on-one, just to show the difference of 3179 to 1094. I mean, it's just, night and day with all that gear, right? Just amazing. Okay, so now let's get into what happened when people started to reinforce Massilia. Well, this was me not hitting Massilia anymore. There happened to be a Luna about, and when Luna was in there and a whale's reinforcing you, that did not go well. So Luna is incredibly strong. For those who don't know, she is 300 million, just behind Bua Bua, but her team, she had on this one, she had her gorilla in here, and so when she hits, it's crazy. 250 drone. She had it on chips. Same thing on her way to 11, and she is perfect sync 10, which is crazy. Look at that, 684 on the gorilla. That's crazy. That is crazy. And then 13.2. So her whale-tickle is 25%. I don't understand anybody that's doing this, by the way. This even her, I don't know what she's up to here. This makes no sense to me. The splitting of mastery makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. It's just like you complete your number one team to 100%, and then you get your number two team. I mean, this is a whale, but on a normal average person, there's no way you should be splitting two. And imagine we talk about like the third team that normal people, free to play people, don't even touch. You don't even touch your third team. I was talking about this the other day. You can dismantle it and just use it as a collection team. You never use it. So, like, you shouldn't be building your third team anyway. So, like, to build mastery on it is crazy. Like, just to get, and I see free to play and like low spenders trying to get the whale-tickle. Like, for what? Like, it's so expensive. It just makes no sense. But she could get away with it. She's doing whatever she wants. These will probably all be maxed eventually anyway, to be honest with you. So, for the more troops on each team. Oh, for what? For T11s? Yeah. She just gets more troops on each team for the quantity. I'm surprised she didn't have them all maxed out. Did Bua Bua have them maxed out? Where's my Bua Bua attack? What's Bua Bua at? Oh no, he's split missile and tank. Yeah, but the difference is too that they're using all three teams. General, in case she wants to. Yeah, that's what I mean. She's using all three teams. So I'm surprised that she hasn't. I'm surprised she hasn't maxed them out with it much. They just show you like how much valor it takes to max all those out. That whales still have work to do on these things. But like she probably has. She's probably sitting here. I don't have her in 3v3. I wish I could see all three of her teams. But she actually, I think I had another battle report where she was reinforced. I think it was something like, what is this? What is this one? What is her team here? 83. 83 with Gorilla. She's probably like 70 mil. She probably has like she's probably averaging like 75 or something. 74 million or something like that on her other two teams. Yeah, it's just crazy. Nobody, like, if you're free to play and low spender, you should not be splitting your mastery. In no way. It doesn't make any sense. You're not using the team. You're not using the third team. Whoever your third team is, I don't care what you do. You picked your first team, great. So now you sit with it, and now you pick your second team to start building. But you're not building a third team. You can barely build your first team, probably. You're probably sitting here like, I'm trying to get stuff. I'm not going to build, like, try to build 3 teams at the same time. It's, like, not even possible. I can't. I spend, and I can't do it. So I'll tell you right there. I'm spending a plenty, and it's incredibly hard to build 2 strong teams. Incredibly hard. So no way you're building a third. But she, reinforced. She's incredibly strong. Let's see what she's got dialed in for tactics. Probably both attacker would be my guess here. So she's using the Wind Rusher to use her extra mark speed for morale, and probably Bullmark? Warwind. All right, she's using Warwind for it. Yep. Wind Rusher and Warwind. So this is the one that we were just talking about that we showed that other battle report on, where it tripled the morale, or 5 times the morale when he hit me with the Wind Rush. So she's using the same cards, attacker. T11 troops. 3 million, and let's see. Yeah, her wall is like 50% higher than mine. So, yeah, she's killing it. She's out there, she's killing it. She's a whale. Luna's a whale. See it? CRSO has a bunch of like incredibly strong accounts. So, Deathwolf, Fred Crew is gonna take me a while to get missile drone chips to 5-star. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I don't know who you are, Jane. I don't know. I don't know who you are. So, in general, in case you don't see, comments, her defense fortification research is low. No, she probably just did the bare minimums. I mean, I don't know what the bare minimum is. Probably 60 something percent, I think, if it's not 60%. So I would guess. I would bet you if you stripped away all the other things in defense and you only worked on the main power defense tech with siege and defense, it's probably pretty close to max. That would be my guess on what she did and why it's so low. I don't know what I think I heard it's around. I thought I heard somebody say it's around 68% or something that you can do it in if you're only minimizing and trying to get all the battle tech out of it. I think it's around 68%. I think that's what it is. So, James, we've talked before. On Discord over voice? On Discord chat? What's your Discord name? I'll know if I know your Discord name. Your Discord name isn't James Miller. I would have remembered that. But anyway, so that's that is a heck of a reinforcement, by the way, for Massilia. Oh, okay. I don't know. As James Miller? I don't know. Name doesn't ring a bell. This one I was able to hit Massilia and Luna. Hit me up on game, James. Hit me up now so I can see what your name is. I gotta be honest with you. I get so many freaking DMs. Like, it's crazy. I made a video. I apologize to everybody. Like, really, like, I'm in the middle of Warzone Duel, and different fights and whatever, and I get all these, and I get, like, a ton of messages, and I try to go through them, and sometimes I don't get back to them, and I feel, like, absolutely awful. Like, I'm trying to respond to you. I'm really not ignoring you, I swear. I'm like, I want to get back to every single person. I try to go on YouTube, like, and make return comments to every single person there on YouTube and Discord as well, to get to everybody. The community is getting so large, and I love you for it. It's just becoming like difficult sometimes for me to get through everybody, and that's why I asked for people to go, and I made a video for people to go onto Discord and do your account for reviews and different questions, because it's so hard for me to manage DMs, especially with my own team trying to help with things. So it's crazy. So yeah, James, send me a message so I can like refresh my memory. So I hit this one, and this was Luna, so I beat Luna. Make no mistake here. The only reason why that this was because of Luna was already damaged. So I can assure you, you could see that it was just low power here on what it is that she was doing. But even looking at the Massilia hitting after me being able to knock out, I was still able to hit two of these squads with the same air squad versus his air was 60.8, 58.8. And, this is one of the things I wanted to show too, is like his air versus my air, 60.8, 58.8. You could tell it's only, that's only like 1.2, right? Or I'm sorry, 2 difference. But look at the difference in the battle. After I fought, by the way. I've already fought, and it was only 300. So, again, the Sarah damage here is just so crucial to what she does with those T11 troops to D.Va, that you just look. He just floors. It's crazy. It's just incredible what that buff does for Sarah with T11 troops. And that's really what I wanted to get out of this report. It's just unbelievable. Drone chips into crafting mats. What's crafting mats? I wish you could break down drone chips into crafting mats. I know what crafting mats is. You're too nice, man. You're the only YouTuber who does this. We appreciate you trying to respond. I respond, Bailey. I respond to absolutely every... As long as you're not a troll, I respond to every single person. I try anyway. Like, honestly, I try to get to every single person. I don't know. I don't take it for granted. I think it's silly. Like, why are you doing this if, well, I know the answer to that for some people. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not sitting here trying to, I have a job. I honestly love this game, and I love playing this game, and I love being able to give back to folks. So, yeah, I'll respond if I can. I can assure you of that. And that's not going to stop anytime soon. And the community keeps growing, and everybody keeps wanting more, and it's a slow grind, and I have no interest in, like, pushing, like, paid advertisements and whatever. People will find us when you find us, and if you like us, then you like us, and that's it. We'll find each other and go on Discord and talk and have a chat about the games. I've had an amazing conversation, probably with Mr. Miller over here. I probably had an amazing conversation, and how is my troop count low? On what battle? What battle? This Luna battle? Well, oh, right here. 3125? It's air mastery. Air mastery lowers it. My mastery's only 30%. So this team's going to be much lower than my missile team, because my mastery's only, I just started mastery not that long ago. So that's what I would say. She's using missile or something. So, and plus, where's her gorilla at? So our difference between the troops that you're seeing here is she's using her missile, so she probably has all her troop mastery maxed, so she's getting it there. And then what else is she getting? She also her gorilla. She's definitely getting it from gorilla because she's perfect sync. She's in front of me there. What else? My air mastery. Oh, you don't. She could be getting a couple from her deco if she has it higher than me. Actually, it'll tell me in here, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, Deco. Tell me in here. Troop count. Mark size. Nope, nope, nope. Mark size is the same for that. So it's got to be mastery that she's getting the bump from. I don't know. Is there any tech? Is there any? Does your mark size increase? I can't remember in profession. In profession, is there one of the war leader that increases? Oh, you know where she's getting it? You know where else she's getting it? Her tech. Her alliance tech, I bet. I bet, because I don't have it, she does. And I bet you there's an alliance. Which alliance tech must add for reinforcements, I wonder? She's reinforcing. I wonder if one of these... This is just to go faster, I think, right? This is all speed. Training. It's not... This is just hero, hit points, and attack. But it's not extra people. So where... I don't know where she's getting at. I don't know where she's getting at in alliance tech. But that's something. And I'm gonna look into that one. Why would she get alliance tech? Why would she get alliance tech and I wouldn't? I don't know. I'll ask I'll see if somebody knows. I'll ask around. I'll ask some peeps. See if I can figure that one out. I don't know where she's getting that from. Because my season skill bonus is higher than her. No. Yeah, I'm with you, James. She reinforced her, no doubt. She got that, but I'm just wondering, like, what alliance tech is that for the reinforcing? Like, I don't... I'm trying to think of a battle. I wish I had a battle report that I was reinforcing somebody to see if I have it. Because I have everything maxed. So, like, could it be in defense fortifications? Is there any reinforcement tech in here? I don't think so. Wouldn't it be Alliance Duel? I don't know. Oh, you know where? You know where it might be? Duh. I don't know. It might be in our. It might be in our Whaletical. She might have it in her in Whaletical that there's some lines. I'll ask Hulk. I think Hulk has it at like 80% or something like that. So I'll see. I'll ask Hulk if there's something in there for that. For the reports. Okay, either way, I'm writing that one down. I'll find out. I will have an answer to you for tomorrow's live. And get to the bottom of that. James at Bailey minus 2089. Your troop count is, well, let's see. I don't know what, let's see what my, like I hit, when I hit Boo Boo with my top squad. My troop count is 3172. Oh no, is that me or him? Is this one? I think I. Oh no, I didn't. I thought maybe I attacked him. So it was 3169 is mine. Yours is what? 3189, James? Where are you getting? I wonder where you're getting the extra bump from. 20. Where are you getting the extra bump from there? Let me take a look at some of these other ones that I was... Alright, let me see. I was a defender. Here I attacked him in this one. Let me see what it is if I'm the attacker. Any different? 3169. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting the extra 20 over me from. What tech? Do you have anything tech related that I don't have? I'm mastery. I completed everything. So it only. Did you complete Whale Tickle? Did you do some of it? That's the only thing I can think of where you're getting any kind of additional troop quantity. The tactical. The tactical and tech. Did you complete any? Because that's the only thing I can think of is tactical. I don't know where else you would be getting, because even like Bua Bua doesn't have it. Who else? Did I attack anybody else that was really strong? No, you didn't get it there? I don't know where you're getting the extra 20 from then. I have the headquarters survivors. So I'm getting the Shirley Mark size. I have that. I have that. My center's full. I have my mastery complete. I have the deco. I'm getting it from Gaudy Judgment that I have the level 3. Yeah, I don't know where, James, you're getting the extra 20 from either. In every battle report you have, it's 3189. Send us a battle report, James. Did you message me? Oh my god, I'm already good. Okay, they're the same ones. Those I can knock out quick. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. I got you. Oh, you want to send a battle report? This poor person. Why did you ruin their day? This is terrible. Terrible, you, James. Terrible. Screwball! You're back, and as a matter of fact. Alright, let's see. 3189. Oh, you using your tactic card at all? You got the increased morale? Right here. This is where it's coming from. At the beginning of a defensive support battle on the world, the squad units gain 1.8%. Each ally with this skill in the defense support target group increases its effect by 1.8, stacking up to 9 times. Didn't she have two attacker? I gotta go look at hers again. That's where I didn't even. Right. Well, you attacked on this though, right? Yeah. So James, if you were roaming the world map and you attacked a couple people before you got to this person, then it would have upped you to 3189. Your morale would have went higher based on that tactic card. And that's how you would have ramped this up. Now, I'm going to go look back at that report because I bet you, I'm wondering here what Luna has. Does Luna have... Oh, wrong one. Luna has... Let's see what her tactic cards are. No, her tactic cards were squat. Oh, that's right, because she's got the same ones. Huh. That was in Winter Storm that you got that. Yeah, but in Winter Storm it could happen where you could have attacked somebody and then attacked somebody else. Your morale would have been higher. I don't know. You have just like your other battle reports. I just don't know you can do that. Screwball. Haven't I seen Screwball? Very familiar. Screwball. Oh, I know that name. Remind me. Missile report? Can you explain the Marshall positioning? Sure. What do you mean by not? We talked last Sunday and oh, okay. Oh, man. Yeah, you're awesome. Big fan of Screwball. Yeah. Awesome to talk to you. So, not in Winter Storm, you can only attack one time. Then that squad has to return to base in order to attack again. Oh, that's right. Fair enough, Mr. Free to Play. Fair enough. Yeah. You have to attack. Yeah, I don't know. Winter Storm though, right? I know how you're doing it, Winter Storm. You're doing a Winter Storm from the profession. You got the bump for the. You got the bump for Winter Storm. You're a war leader. And you got the extra bump that happens for the for one of these. Whatever it is. Which one is it? Hero base attack. Nope, that's truck. Is it combat rider? Is your hero damage went up? It's emergency center. This one. Increased attack. Where is it? Combat rider, hero attack. So your hero attack is up 10%. I don't know if that's then lifting your morale in some way. It says this is for hero attack though. But I'm wondering if it's one. Do you have James? Look at a report for. Yeah, I'll tell you in 1 second, Screwball. So look at a report, James, in your regular report. No, I know I can't find anything for troop count. But I'm wondering outside of Winter Storm, is it the same exact troop count? I don't know. That's puzzling me now. Yeah, so Marshall as your attacker, Screwball. So whoever Marshall is across from gets targeted. So they're going to be the first one that's probably going to die in the battle, depending on how strong if you can hold out in the battle. So let me. I don't know if I can give you a battle here to give you an example of it. Let's take a look at let me go in and. Well, tank's pretty weak on here, so I'll go in here and we'll do a tank battle and you can see it. So let's go sandbox. Let's go sandbox a little bit. All right, so let's get air out of here. Let's just put tank in here. That's my weaker team anyway. All right, and then we'll do... Marshall, and then we'll do Kim 7. Okay, so if you look Marshall here, it shows you the targeting Screwball. So if you move Marshall around, he's going to target a different person. If I'm, well, I want to move. A great thing if you're fighting here is to actually target Marshall. I love targeting Marshall on Marshall because if you're stronger, if I can cancel out Marshall, Kim is worthless. The team just completely drops. If I can kill Marshall off in the beginning of this battle, then Kim is in big trouble. If you've watched any tank battles over and over again in your battle testing, or you look at the reports of different things, if you don't have your defense strong to make the battle last out against tough teams. If you try to do a short battle, like this battle right here is a perfect example. So my gear isn't very strong here, so we'll watch right here. We'll watch how this works. And you'll see how this will kill my Marshall real quick. Tank first tank. So Marshall is being targeted by Marshall over here. He's not dying. He's not. Marshall must be not very strong for this squad team because he didn't kill it. But if you watch the battle reports here of Kim's damage, only 7.3 million damage compared to like 10 point. Well, they like whoop my ass. If the battle lasts much longer, this damage ramps up similar to D.Va. The longer the battle lasts. Let me put some gear on tank. Let me make tank stronger. And at least it'll be longer battle. And you'll see when the battle goes longer that the damage from Kim just completely ramps. Okay. Let's get Murphy red. Let's go Williams red. Kim red. Williams red. Okay. That's good. Let's do it again. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my... put my chips on, too. This team is so strong, it's going to lose anyway, but... Okay, now watch the Kim 11.1 for them. There's my Kim. What did I tell you? Through the roof. Through the roof. And before it was what? Like 7 million? Yeah, I can. I might be able to win. I don't want to win, James. I'm still testing. Like, I use this environment to do all my sandboxing right now. So, like, I'm going to run all my tank versus tank tests to see how they all run and what they do. But you can see here, like, I mean, it's just, like, through the roof. Like the longer the battle goes, as long as Marshall stays alive, Kim gets buffed, like, through the roof. And if you can kill Marshall early, then Kim doesn't buff. I can do, like, you can put Marshall here to target Kim. This side to see the difference. But James, if I put my like right now, if I can probably beat everybody in this level. I can probably get pretty close to 600 because 600 is the max level for this environment, for this battlefield testing. And if I do 600, then I can't control who I fight anymore. Like right now, if I beat this tank team, then I know I'm going to get an air team. And if I can beat the air team, I know I'm going to get a missile team. So now I can do all my testing in this environment right now where I can do it against whoever I want. But once that goes away, I'm screwed. So, and we just did air, so now we're going to run this. So here was Kim down here 47.9 and their crew, which is so interesting. The computer, I love to know, the one thing that they don't tell you in these battles is the computer lineup. So, whatever. So it could be Screwball. It could be wrong thing. Could be Marshall. I will let you know. I'm testing. I'm going to start testing on tank, and I'll have a million different battles that I'm going to run, and I will move Marshall around 40 times in one position, and another position, and see where the difference between all the attacks, what he does different, and what he does. I don't do a whole lot for myself. My tank is my third team. So I am most inexperienced using tank. I use missile. I'm locked in on missile and air. So, and missile I didn't want to start with because most of the community I'm trying to help is free to play, low spending, and they don't have missile. So it's not going to be a ton of good to do a ton of testing on missile for other people than James. And if you saw the last report I think James is doing just fine. If you saw the last report, I don't think James necessarily needs me to point him in the right direction for missile. Can more have a conversation about it than make an entire video on it. But everybody's using tank for the most part, and then they use air, and that's where I went. I haven't used tank, so I'm actually excited to do all this testing with tank in this environment. And then I'm also going to do mixed squad testing. Oh, you in the front, Darjan. I bet you I haven't tested it for the damage here. I know it does. I know Diva is a disaster with it, but I will test the Kim in front and Murphy in back. The problem is you need to run 10 battles, and I bet you that one is high and one is low. One is high. That's how Diva works anyway. But you can do we'll do it here as a test for tank to see how they do. So what was she before? 47 million before? So she's 39. She lost 8 million in damage by putting her in front. I'm telling you, the front hero thing is so unstable. At least it was for Diva. I can't comment on these things. I haven't fully tested yet, but look, now she's 33. You're watching what I'm talking about. The 1 minute she was just 30. She was what? What was she just a minute ago? 37, 38? Now she's 33. It's crazy. It's the front hero thing. It's like, and then all of a sudden she'll probably get a 40. What'd I just say? Did I just say it? You guys are watching my point. I'm making videos to show you guys this stuff, telling you about this, and you guys are watching it. This is what I'm talking about. This is why the front hero thing is not a long-term strategy. It does not. It's not stable. It's if you're getting beat in a close battle, it works. Throw the hero in front to see if you can get this 42 happen. But you're going to end up with the 33s. So you're going to have to live with the terrible battles as well. That's the problem with this strategy. As opposed to the other strategy of putting a defense in front, it's stable. It's more stable as far as the damage you're going to see across the board. You're not going to see this huge fluctuations. Yeah, it's like, that's all it is. That's why I just say stick with it. It's crazy. Was she 33? You went from 33 million to 40. Look at this. So it was we went before. We just had 2 battles before this where we had Marshall on the right and she got 43 million. We have Marshall on the left and she got 47 million. And now we just did like 37, 33, 43, 38 with Kim in front. So they haven't, not one of those battles so far has touched having her in the back with the gear. And that's, I mean, it's a fair bet. I mean, I don't have my gorilla in here and I don't have like the ultimate gear. I don't think I put it on Stepman yet here, but in PvP, it's better. This is a PvP sandbox, though. That's what this is. But for the Season 4 zombies, the classic set... Oh, well, zombies. Oh, well, hold on. That's totally different, though, Darjan. Because also, it's like World Boss. It's like you put an attack hero in the front for World Boss, you get more damage. So like, yeah. Zombie environment and World Boss environment, totally different than you're going to get in a PvP. And I'm telling you, it's not like you. If you run it. See, here's what you need to do, Darjan, to do it. You have to run the same exact attack versus the same exact person to see what your damage is doing, to see if it's better or not. Because then you limit the variables. If you do anything else, you're going to have different. Every person is going to have different variables because everybody has different chips, or they have different gear on, or they put their gear in different place, or they locate their they're mix up their squads in different places. So you're too many variables when you compare report to report to say if something's working or not with damage. But if you attack the same one over and over again, then it's going to give you a report. So even if you don't do it here in this environment, you could do it in trucks. Trucks is more PvP battles, and if you lose the truck battle, then you can fight it over and over again. As long as it's not a truck, as long as it's a truck and not a sled, you can fight it over and over again. Yeah, well, that Doomwalker again, you're doing that's different because you're doing it against zombies versus PvP. But I'm just doing PvP testing right now. But zombies, I totally get. Like, plus, don't forget a lot of the zombie squads when we're picking up our best formats, they have a mixed squad in a lot of them. Like Marshall, like anybody who fights General Marshall, you have the mixed squad, right? And then you got like 2 tanks, 2 missile, 1 air, stuff like that. So then mixed squads actually probably work phenomenal for that too. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing this testing right now. I'll have a full report over you. I'll probably run, honestly, like 300, 400 battles in this environment. So I have like solid data behind what I'm seeing as far as front. So I'm telling you, I will try Kim with Marshall on the right. If someone's gonna say to me, they're gonna watch this, they're gonna go, yeah, you should have had Marshall on the right behind Kim because that would have been whatever. I'm telling you, I will run every single combination humanly possible, and I'll run 400 battles in this environment for a tank against this tank, which is incredibly strong, and I'll come out with whatever the synopsis is, and take for what you will, but like this is basically PvP environment, and it's as close to a sandbox as we can get. I've asked the developers to give us more of a sandbox environment so we could do this because I'd love so 2 things here. I'd love to control our own battle here, right? Like it would be nice to be able to take the opponent and move them around and fight whatever you wanted. Like, why not, right? Like just pick where you want. I want Marshall and over here. I want to fight a front damage dealer that I want to fight here for tank. I want to do whatever. I'd love to be able to do that. That's the ultimate way to be able to tell all these things out, and the game won't let us do that. It doesn't make any sense why the game doesn't give us an instruction manual anyway. Like, at least let us figure it out for ourselves. But even that, it's too difficult. I don't like this. So, but the other thing is, like, just there, what I would like to see for them, I want to see their makeup. Like, who are we fighting in the battlefield? Like, how are these... I don't know even who necessarily you're fighting across. Like, do they have exclusive weapons? All I know is the variable is the same. I've limited the variables because I'm fighting the same team over and over and over and over again to be able to see my results. But what I don't know is, like, do they have exclusive weapons? Like, what is their troop count? What tactic cards are they using? Like, I can't tell any of that stuff. Like, that the game is setting up for the computer against you. So that's kind of stinks. Like, I don't like that. Which is why it's kind of, you got to take it a little bit with a grain of salt to apply it to yourself. When I give out the results, they're all... for me, if I was just starting this game, I would love to have this done and given to me. Like, that's why I'm doing it. I think it's incredibly useful knowledge to have of what it looks like in here. You just have to kind of tweak it for yourself. So, but anyway, that's just sandboxing. I also wanted to touch on something too that somebody said in Discord. I don't know, early servers, if you're out there, people are saying that the whale accounts are just like blowing up on early. Somebody told me, I think it was Panther, had told me that he's in a server. He saw a server that was only open for 30 to 45 days, and somebody already had T10s, like in like 30 days, 45 days, which is crazy. And then somebody else was sending a strong account. I think in there, they were like in season, I think they just put it in our Discord. And hold on a second. I think it was this. What did he say? Yeah, season 2. This person they ran into was in season 2. Like, look at this. This is season 2. Like, they got a 55.5 million squad in season 2. Like, it's wild. That's wild what people are facing right now, like having to deal with this stuff. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is server 1299, and they're already at 55.5. I mean, just wild. Look, they got 900 combat boost already. Already. I mean, it's just comical. Like people just pouring money into this game, and people wonder why we're talking about this stuff and doing this stuff. I tell you to be patient and build, and don't worry about like spending on some things. You don't think we're going to be playing this game for 10 years? Come on, you've seen Clash of Clans? That game's going for 12 years, and this game blew it out of the water as far as money, right? Like, I mean, it made like $1 billion. Like, what did it make? $2.3 billion in like its first year, and these people are still pumping money into this game. And you don't think that we're going to be playing this game for a decade? Come on, you got to be kidding. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be around here for a long time. Just stay patient. Build patient. Don't worry about it. No need to rush, everybody. No need to rush. This person right here just bought you probably whatever this person spent. They bought you 2 years of playing this game. And I also think, by the way, and I'm going to finish on this tonight. I keep saying this, but I'm telling you, I really believe that they already have their money. And so when you look at the big problem, so one of two things, I've been thinking about this. So one of two things I think is the future of this game when you really think about it. So either they're going to start allowing, they're going to figure out ways for free to play or like low spenders or whatever to start moving up faster, increasing their account, because the gap is just becoming way too big. Like, it's just way too large. And the more things they come out with, like now they got the T11 troops. Like, wait until that gets maxed out. What do you think it's going to be when somebody has like 150 million account, and people are trying, like the average person is trying to get that out of a capital? How fun do you think that's going to be to try to get 150 million march out of a capital when you're just playing the game at 50 million or 60 million because you're just trying to play the game for free and have fun? You can't have fun anymore. It's not even possible. Because it's not possible to get out. So believe me, something's going to have, like, they're going to address this. And one of the ways that I was thinking you could start doing it is in some way, shape, or form. You could start people, like with all of these servers that we have like 1,500 servers. What if you actually put people of like power in same servers? Like, what if servers were separated by power gaps? And you just said, like, okay, if you are 30 million to 50 million, then you get to be in this server range. If you are, 50 million to 80 million, then you move to this server range. And so on and so forth. Like, what about that? Like, what if they're able to separate it somehow to do that? Like, I don't know. Like, there might be something in there to do it, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, so now let me just catch up with the questions. See what you got here. Super 11, do this. PvP is usually I'm trying. Just earlier, I tried doing Bailey. There's a guy with a 42 million march in preseason. Preseason for season 1, Bailey. And James said, I send you a DM of my troop count from a same server attack. They will milk the cow as long as there is milk. Oh, 100%, Arjun. Listen, they'll get as much money out of everybody they can. Totally agree. I just think if you were, let's put it this way. Think about it from this perspective. You're trying to make money. Are you going to spend, as the gap gets larger and larger, is that going to motivate people to spend? If you see that there are more people with 100 million and 150 million march, and people are running around with 50 to 60 million, is that going to make people want to spend, knowing that they're like, that's atrocious? Like, it's just they can't even get people out of the capital anymore, and they can't do stuff. It's going to be less fun. I think eventually you're not going to be able to do these things. And I'm just saying, imagine how motivating it would be to spend if you knew you were in a range of 30 million to 50 million, and maybe you were like 40 million, and somebody that was 41 million beat you. And, everybody in your server is around the same area as you. You're going to be more motivated to spend. You're talking about, juicing everything you can out of that lemon. Well, no better way to juice it than try to get the free to plays to spend more, or the low spenders to spend more in a controlled environment like that. So I don't know. We'll see. Nope, that's gonna motivate me to quit. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Jason. I think eventually it would motivate people to quit. So I think that if you put people in a closer knit where everybody's battle power was similar in servers, I just think you gave that option. I think people, like, for example, let's say you have people in your server that love to be on your team, but they're only 40 million or 50 million. And all you do is fight really strong servers all the time. And you're fighting whales and everything else. And they have an option to join a server that's similar power to them. I'd love to know if they love the team so much that they want to stay in a place where they're completely outgunned and they get walloped all the time, or they actually prefer to take like-minded power people from that alliance and actually go to another server that is more like-powered and play in that environment. Love to see. I'd love to see, because I think they would. I think they would do that. And then you would allow the higher power people to play with one another and duke it out and keep spending and try to beat each other. I don't know. They got to come up with something is all my point is. There's going to be changes. They're going to be changed. They're already being changed. There are going to be more changes coming. I mean, these seasons try to level it a little bit, right, with the different buffs they give you. So maybe they bring those season buffs in-game and they allow free to play during Warzone duels or something to get a buff so that they're stronger. You know, the season buffs start to become in season. So all of a sudden a 60 million player can hit like an 80 million player. Maybe they start doing that. And they let them have way more power for a limited amount of time. Instead of just giving it all the time, they give it to them for a limited amount of time. Could do that too. There's options out there. Yep, day 79. Yeah, I got you, Bailey. Wow, that's strong. That's crazy. That's a tough season. That's tough. Save 540 into the Battle of Warzone duel. Motivate me to quit. Save. I don't get you, James. Oh, I sent you. Oh, yeah, your report. I didn't look at your report. You sent me. Armin. Let me see what you got going, brother man. Okay. Oh, you're 3189. Yeah, you're 3189. Yeah, I don't know, man. Unless you're getting it from those tactical cards, I don't know how else you're getting it. I don't know how your morale's going up. Boost morale 35%. Doesn't say where it comes from though. What are your T11s at? Do your T11s give you more? What percentage are you in here? There's so much to do. Start my new squad. Tomorrow we do T11s again. I forget what I am. I think I'm 9% on the thing. I'm not really pushing it though. I don't really care anymore. I just wanted to free them up and would test the power of them and stuff. But now it is what it is. It's already a problem. The rings thing could work, but how would the spenders react? I don't know. It's a good point, Darjan. I don't know how the spenders would react, but right now, I'll tell you what. Just like in a Warzone duel, you're seeing, like, how are the spenders reacting right now to the fact that they took power away from them to have Warzone duel rights? Like they said that the Storm Arena and 3v3 Arena, like those things don't count towards the battle report. They took a bunch of stuff away, and now you're starting to see that instead of just whale strength, it's activity that's controlling whether you're an attacker or defender. So they took that away from the whales. That before it was more whale heavy, whether you were the attacker or the defender. They put it more in people's hands. And I'll tell you, I understand the concept of the whales, like the whales spend for the game, and they spend the money. But let's be honest, Darjan. The game, they already did. The game already made its money hand over fist more than it ever could have dreamed that it would have made. And who says they're going to stop spending? Who says they're going to sit here and just stop spending money after they've already spent all this money? They don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. So if they all of a sudden change the rules around, I don't think they're going anywhere. And I will say this. If you have everybody who's a free-to-play, low spender quit, you don't have a game. You don't have a game anymore. You just have the whales chomping around, beating empty bases, and running into each other. Doing what? Like, that's going to get old real freaking quick. And you already saw somebody on here already said, like, then they're ready to quit. They'd be ready to quit. If that's what it is, they'd be ready to quit. They're already telling you. You can't lose free-to-play and low spenders because they make the game. They make up 98% of the game population. So as much as the whales are spending and you're catering to them and you're giving it to them, if all of a sudden you get to the point where the free-to-play and low spenders aren't having fun anymore and they just stop playing, you don't have a game. You don't have a game. So you have to control that environment because eventually it's gonna run its course. So I don't know. I don't know really what their ultimate answer is as we continue to progress. But I can guarantee you that at some point there will be changes to try to level the playing field when it gets too high. And I'm not sure exactly. Like I told you, it could be something simple like a temporary buff. Like Season 4, I'm sure everybody had more fun on Season 4 when they got buffed and they were able to hit a lot harder than their base ever was. So they were able to catch up to people. So it could be something simple like that. It could be, I told you that you can have the tech center and you can make it so you go down different paths. So the whales and everybody who's strong goes down one path and they can't do both paths. You can only do one path. And then the other people get to do the other path and their buffs are really good on the left path. And, they have the good ones on the right path. You go down two different paths similar to development where they could do that for the tech center. So, I don't know. You could have something like that. But in it to win it. In the meantime, while everybody's playing, I'll continue to help as much as I can for the free-to-play and low spenders. All right. What do you think is better, defending or attacking the Warzone duel? It all depends on strategy. Your server, you look at the Warzone duel this time, and I can tell you right here, 107 was defender against 88. They defended against 88. It depends. I won one Warzone duel in a server when I was on server 72. We won one. And we defended every single one till we got to the finals. And then our alliance, the server wanted to be a defender, and we thought we would be better attacking that server and getting in front. And we were attacker. And we ended up winning as the attacker in the last battle. We were right. We were ending up winning as an attacker because we got there early. I thought the strategy could be that we get there early and do a shock and awe, because a lot of times with defenders, they build this strategy on building a base around the capital early, and then afterwards you had it. And Deathwolf, you would have been part of that probably because it was in server 93, I think, that we won that 7-2, beat 93 for the Warzone duel. And instead of allowing 93 to set up, we got there real early and just jumped right in to the mud, and we grabbed the positioning. So it really depends on your server, your attack style, and your strategy of strength. If you're both equal strength, you got to have a strategy of you'd rather defend because you'd rather set up early, and you'd rather if you feel you're the stronger team and you want to fight before the capital opens because you want to get those battles, maybe then you rather defend. You set up early and put yourself out in the mud and let them come in and attack because you want that. You want those fights early on. And you want to get the positioning, and you have a strategy for it. Or the attacker can go in whenever the heck they want and, go in. And the thing that's the advantage of the attacker, I'll say this, okay? The thing that does help with the attacker is you can go in early in kill event, and you can attack whoever the heck you want from the beginning all the way to the end. You can sit there and you can attack people and weaken the no shielded bases. That's an advantage. That is an enormous advantage to reduce the troops of the defending server before the war even starts. But whether it's, that's set up as an advantage as the attacker, but a lot of servers would prefer to defend. So it's all up to whoever's doing it. All right, Bailey attacking 78. James Miller on T 78. You're 78 on T11s. I don't know if that's adding anything. I'm only 9%, but I have no clue if it's adding anything as you progressed. But I don't know. Either way, all right, guys. I'm cutting out. That's it. Thank you all for joining as usual. Death Wolf got your tactic card first. $25 coming your way. Because of that, can I have what's the average drink of people who did not spend a lot in your server range? Right here, we just talked about it. Like Importa is like free to play, and I think Importa is around 55 million. So I believe. I'm gonna guess around 53 to 55 million for like a free to play person in our server range, somewhere in there. Like if it depends on how they built. If they built in a strong alliance, if they were in the number one alliance and they were getting all the perks all the way up, somebody like Importa, then they're probably around 55 million. That would be my guess. No, all good, Sergeant. We had talked about it with Porter from my alliance because he had the most kills in kill event. I was just saying his power is like 68th on our team, but he has like 4th in kills because James is free to play. So we were talking about it. But yeah, somewhere along that way. But anyway, thank you all for joining tonight. I will be here tomorrow night, so come back, join us. We'll do some T11 adding, and we'll walk through reset again. If people here around 800 have 80. 800 have 80. Oh, kills? James Miller, I have 71 million kills. Listen, James, nobody likes a bragger. Okay? You're around 71 million kills. All right? And that was just his last kill event, by the way. So, I don't know what he's got as a total. But 880 million squads. That's the strength squads? You're in server 800 and they already have 80 million squads? Wow, okay. Damn. That is, yeah, that's hefty. That's hefty for 800. Although, James, what server are you in? You're in 464. Okay. I mean, that's not like it's like we're in 71. Damn, 800 with 80 million squads. That is that's like CDF was. I mean, CDF was probably like that going, but all right, y'all. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow night. We'll do it all again at Reset. See you then.